Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to White Fortress Cybersecurity. In today's class, we will be going with the SQL map. Okay, till now we have studied how we can manually find the SQL injection, but now we will see how we can use automated tools to find SQL injections and everything. Moment to heat the bucket. Okay, and if you got any questions, any doubts, let me know right away. So let's start, guys. Very good evening, everyone. Very good evening, sir. Very good evening, Louise. Okay. Very good evening, Pavani. Welcome to the channel, everyone. So, today I'm going to take our vulnerable website. I'm going to take one web for this thing. Okay, this is our website. Now I'm going to copy the URL. Okay, and now let's go to our Kali Linux. So, guys, by default, it is already installed in your Kali. The SQL map is already installed in your Kali. Okay, now we are gonna open a terminal. Ma'am, can you explain again the each type of SQL injection type? Sure, Pavani. Yes, closing. Gate close and shut down the PC. Okay, right? Okay. So in the last class, we talked about in-band SQL injection. That was one of them is error based. So what we have to actually do, we just have to generate an error in your URL, and either after generating the error, either the site data will get modified. Okay, the data might get reduced or might change or something like that. Anything could be there. Okay, or we will be able to see some SQL syntax error, or the page might go completely blank. Okay, so that's your error-based SQL injection. So I'm gonna take an example, something for example, the site looks something like this: HTTP colon forward slash after that www.bank.com slash index dot php question mark id equal to 1. For example, this is an example. So when I generated the error, if this is happening, if your data is getting modified, there is some syntax error, or the page is going blank, that means there is SQL injection. Okay, after generating this error. Next step, if you got the error based SQL injection, then next step is to generate the union based SQL injection. So for this, what you'll do, let's take this website. Okay, so now you will just balance the equation. Okay, you will put something like hyphen hyphen plus or something like that. And guys, do not perform it on any Indian website. Okay, if you're from India, do not perform it on in your country website. Okay, if you're doing that on the real websites on your in your country only, that is illegal. Okay, if there is any responsible program on a certain website, then only you can do it. Otherwise, it is not permitted to do so on any kind of website. And guys, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So next, you will put order by to check how many number of column is. If it's 1, then it will load. But there are not 100 columns, so the site will show error. But if you put 1, it will not show error. So suppose site has got 10 things. Okay, 10 what do we call it? Columns. So it will show like this. It will load normally, but on the 11th after putting 11 number of columns, the site will show error again. Then you will go like, then another step will be union select. Okay, union select, and then you go like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This will give you the vulnerable column. So for example, the vulnerable column was 3. This was being reflected on the site. So on the third one, on the third here, you will change it to database to check the database, and then so on. Okay, then in the database you will look for a table, then after table you will look for the column name in the table, then the column name you will look for the data. That's how your SQL injection goes on in the union based, and you are able to extract the data using it. Next was your time based. In time based, we can ask the site something like, again, I'm taking the same thing. Hey, just a minute, guys, I'll be back. Okay, so in the time based, again, I'm going to take this, putting it here. So what I'm doing, I will ask the site, do you have something like username equal to Bob? So if it is loading normally, then yes. Otherwise, sorry, if you have username equal to Bob, then sleep for 5 seconds. So it will take 5 seconds to load. Okay. So you know, yes, there is some username like Bob. Okay, that's what we did in the last class as well. Another thing is your Boolean based. In Boolean based, again, you have this site per se. I hope I'm audible to you guys. Yes, I am. Yes, sir, I'll call you or text you if there is any kind of problem. And I will just simply ask the site 1 equal to 1. It is responding normally. Okay, if I put 1 equal to 1. But if I put 1 equal to 2, it is showing error. Okay, so that is your Boolean based. If I'm putting and true, it is loading normally. But if I put and false, it is not loading properly. That is your Boolean based. I hope this is clear to you. Then another one was outbound SQL injection. In this, the attacker sends a payload onto the website, and the website connects back to the attacker. Okay, this is not what we usually do. These are the main SQL injections that we find in the normal websites. So now, till now we did it all using your manual testing methods, but today we are going to do it without any manual testing methods. Okay, here, for example, you can see uh, this is the site, or some, let's look for some parameter as well. I'm going to put something like insight, and then I want ID parameter or some artist parameter, any parameter I can look for. Okay, here you can see this is the parameter artist, comma 1. If I generate an error, okay, here you can see there is a SQL syntax error. Okay, now after this, what do? I will simply go like order by, or just first balance the equation. Okay, this is a normal one. It might get balance, it might not get balance. Order by 1. Yeah, it's loading normally after putting order by 1. But if I put order by 10, or let's take 20, so it's showing unknown column, order number 20, means there are 10 number of, 1 number of column, but not 20 number of column. Okay, so here also you can try testing it. On this website, I've already told you the manual method very well. Now we are going to go to the SQL map. So This is already in your Kali Linux. If you're using the latest version, it's working well in that version. Now, help menu. Let's open the help menu. And here we have all the options, like hyphen H is for your help, hyphen version is for asking the version, hyphen V is for the verbose output. For the more detailed output, you can use that. Then hyphen data is for taking out the data, hyphen cookie. If you want to give some cookie, if you want to give some random agent, if you want to ask for the database, these are some levels for testing, for performing, for some risk levels which might manipulate the site or might damage, like disrupt the data of the site. Hyphen current DB is for your current like database, current user, password, dump all the data for dumping all the data. It will dump all the database entries and everything. For OS shell, interactive shell for getting the shell. This is your outband. Okay, this is like your outband something. Okay, that's it. So these are some of the flags that we will be using one by one. Hello, ma'am. Today I found you. Wait a minute. I'm not able to. I want to learn ethical hacking from scratch or basics. Can I follow the series? Yes, definitely, Beast King. You can definitely follow a series. It's a very good series for the beginners, and we go till to up to the advanced courses. Okay, so if you get any questions, any doubts, you can definitely know. Let me know in the comment section or also in the chat if I'm live on the live. So, uh, and also we do have a registration link in the description. You can contact us there if you're interested in learning cybersecurity for real. Okay, let's start it. And guys, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's continue. So this is the main URL that I'm gonna work upon. So I have copied my URL already. And if I am uh, replying to your messages a little late, that means I'm just doing this, okay, doing this thing. As soon as I see your messages, guys, I reply instantly. So just stay connected with us. Now I'm going to just put the command SQL map and then hyphen U for, now hyphen U is for your, here we had hyphen U for giving the URL. Okay, or you can put hyphen URL and then give the URL. It's up to you. So I'm going to just directly paste my URL. I think I copied the wrong thing by mistake. Let's go back and copy the URL again. So this is gonna be my victim URL that I will paste in here. Okay, you should already have the parameter, so it will make it easier for your SQL map to find out the problem and everything. Okay, so that is what you're going to do. Now next is hyphen crawl. I'm going to use. What is your crawl used for finding subdirectories, directories? Okay, that's why you use crawl. So I'm going to set the value of crawl to 2. Okay, let's see any other thing we can find about the crawl in here. Nah. Okay, so I'm going to just put hyphen crawl 2 and hit enter. Okay, so now it's asking, do you want to check for the existence of the sitemap? Do we want some sitemap or something? Okay, if we want sitemap, we can simply put yes. If not, then simply hit enter or press no. N. Okay, so right now I don't want any sitemap. Now it's asking, please enter the number of threads. Means how many requests it should send to the site at one time. Okay, that is what your number of threads are for. So for currently it's using 1, but I want my process to be much more faster. So for that I can use the number of threads up to 5 or something. Let's see if there are any other options. Okay, let's put 6 or something. I'm going to put 5 here. Okay, 5 threads are started. Do you want normalized crawling results? Yes, I want normal crawling results. So I'm going to hit enter again. Do you want to store the crawling result to a temporary file? No, I don't want to store any results, so I'm going to just hit enter. Do you want to test this URL? This is the URL that I have given, artist.php. Yes, I want to test it, so I can simply put Y or hit enter. It's gonna, by default, it's gonna take the one which is capital. Okay, here you can see Y is capital, here also Y is capital, here N is capital. So by default, it's gonna take that only if I hit enter. Sit here and then do it. Okay, do not take the charger till there. Okay, Bhaiya again, he'll be doing his work now. Let's go down. So now it's asking, it looks like the database management system at the back end is on MySQL. Do you want to skip the test payload specific for the other data? Do I want any like other testing? No, I don't want. Okay, I wanted to take this as by default. So I'm going to put no. For remaining tests, do you want to include all tests? Yes, I want to include it all like this. So it has started now. It's checking. Okay, here it found the error based is present. Now it's like more searching for any other thing. Okay, it has started. It's looking for so many things like time based something or whatsoever it is looking for. You are able to see all that. Okay, target URL appear to have 3 columns in query. So it found number of columns are 3. So now it is saying, do you want to keep testing the others? Artist parameter pe, on artist parameter, he found 3 columns. But do we want to keep testing other parameters also? No, I don't want to test anything else. Okay, and this is the result, final result. It is showing us 3 columns, and this is the payload it has used. Now, do you want to exploit the SQL injection? If I want to exploit it, I can simply put yes. Okay, now it is gonna further exploit it. It is telling me the server operating the system is Linux Ubuntu in the backend, and this is the technology that the server is using. And SQL injection vulnerability has already been detected against this. Do you want to skip further test? Yes, I don't want any test, so I'm gonna just hit enter. And here it stored the result in here. Okay, this is the path. Local share SQL map output. So till now, it just found the like multiple things one in one, and it was a lot to do. What was a lot to do? Was it was asking yes, no, so many questions. It is an automated tool. I wanted to do everything on its own. So what do I do for that? Okay, for that, I can simply use batch. Okay, I'm gonna just hit a up arrow key and I'm gonna put batch over here. Okay, now it will just take all the by default answers. It will not ask me anything. It will just go with the default stuff. And here you can see the result are again, and it was so much quicker, right? Again and again pressing yes, no. It's just taking the by default things on its own this time. Now, guys, if you have any questions, any doubts, let me know right away. Okay. So this was batch hyphen crawl we have studied till now. Now hyphen batch. Now another thing we have, again, let's go to this part. Let's see if there is anything else we can find. Uh, Here you can see hyphen batch never ask for user input. User use the default behavior. It uses the default stuff. Okay, here is the another thing. Technique. Okay, what are these techniques? It's for your techniques are Boolean based. B is for your Boolean based. E is for error based. U is for your union based. S is for stack query based. T is for time based, and Q is for your inline queries. Okay, so these are the techniques, SQL injection techniques that it uses. So we can also manipulate that. We can also simply put something like hyphen technique. Okay, instead of making it test so many things, I can simply put hyphen technique, and then I just want to test the union based. Why union based? I'm saying because union based give us some data. Okay, give us some good data about the specific victim here on the specific parameter or something. So I'm going to hit enter. Now it will only look for the union based and nothing else. Okay, so let's see, it has got anything. Yeah, the sequel has been detected against, and here the result is stored in here. Okay, so now let's move further on. And I told you that there were threads. It takes time without threads, so I can also give it hyphen hyphen threads equal to 5, or just thread space 5. Okay, so in a single time, it will take at least 5 threads. So I'm gonna, you can put it from 1 to 10. You can also use 10 because that's even much more threads. Now, next one is your risk. Hyphen hyphen risk is used for digging deeper. Okay, the more the risk, the more it could make changes, modify the database. So we barely use this hyphen hyphen risk on the real actual sites. So it's better recommended using hyphen risk one. Wait, let me tell you the ranges. If I talk about just putting the is risk as 1, it does not harm the system. But if we talk about risk 2, it will perform the time-based sequelae. And if we talk about risk 3, it might update the database. So we don't want this one. So it's better to go for risk 1, or for high risk, if you want to go, you can go for that in the labs. Okay, so that's it for the risk thing. Also, there is another thing as hyphen hyphen level. So hyphen hyphen level you use, uh, it has got range from 1 to 5. Okay, I can put anything between 1 to 5. We can also use cookies. We can also use verbosity. In verbosity, let's see. Okay, I have all the notes of it as well. Verbosity has got like 6 levels. Sorry, 7 levels. Verbosity level 0 is used for, it will only show the simple errors and tracebacks. For if you are choosing verbosity as 1, it will show information, informational message and warning messages. If I put verbosity to 3, sorry, 2, it will also show debug message. If I put verbosity to 3, it will also show payloads that are getting injected. If I set verbosity to 4, it will also show the HTTP request that are being sent to the target site. If I put verbosity to 5, it will show HTTP response headers. These are requests, these are response from the site. And on the 6th, it will show HTTP response page content as well. Okay, so these are the verbosity of your SQL map. So I'm gonna just put the verbosity to 4. Why am I putting it to 4? Here you can see 4 will show us HTTP requests that are going from a system, or you can also use 3 or something. Okay, like I hit enter. Here you can see this is what is going in the request. Okay, here you can see a lot of request in here. Yeah, there. Okay, this is how actually an HTTP request looks like. Or I can also try payload. So I can also see the payloads that are being used. But anyway, Now let's get to the real data. Okay, now what do I want? I want the current user. Okay, I want the user of your, like, I want the user that of this website. Okay, all the user data and stuff like that. I'm going to use the technique. I can change the technique also. It's up to me. I'm going to just use batch so that it do not ask me any questions. So I want the current user. So I'm going to put current hyphen user. Also, I want the current database. So simply I can put that also, current database. I also want the host name. I also don't want that it asks me many questions. Okay, so for that I use batch. Now here we are. Okay, you can see that this is what it found. Okay, current user is your acquired at the rate localhost. Database name is acquired, and this is the host name 10.0.10.0.0.222. This is your host name. Okay, we found all this data on a specific site. Now let's move to the second part. We got the username, we got everything. Now we want the database. Okay, for database, we can simply put hyphen hyphen dbs and then batch. Okay, I'm not gonna forget the batch thing because I don't want it to ask many questions. Here you can see it is saying available databases is your acquired and information schema. So guys, information schema I told you in the last class also, this is your by default database names. So in by default database names, there are many databases like as SQLi, something like SQLi, you'll see something like information schema, something like uh, anything it could be, but you'll know by the name only. So if this is some kind of name of the site or something, there is data inside it. But if it is not some common name, then it is definitely the required one. Okay, that's what you are going to use, not this one. Information schema. Each and every database have this one, information schema or MySQLi, something like MySQL. Okay, so now we got the database name. Now from this database, from this one, I need to select which database I want. So I'm going to copy the database name and I'm going to use it for the later. So here we got the database name as this. I'm going to keep it here. Now next we want is, after the database, the number of tables that are present in this specific database. So for that, I'm gonna use another command. Guys, if you have any question, any doubt, let me know right away. Okay, just a minute. I am opening all your stuff, like whatsoever. Okay. Now we know the database. For when we already know the database, to provide the database, we put the flag hyphen capital D, and now we will give the database name. That was acquired, right? Acquired. So that's what we are going to use. Now what we want tables. So I'm going to simply type hyphen hyphen tables over here and hit enter. Okay, here we got all the tables. There are 8 tables in here: artist table, card table, featured table, guestbook table, pictures, products. So I'm going to copy it again and paste the table names in here. Okay, why am I pasting all these table name? Because later words you will need these table name for finding out the more data. Okay, now we have so many, but which one do you think, guys, is most important? Okay, artists, cards, these are all the tables. Which one do you think will be beneficial for us for finding the further data? Okay, tell me, tell me in the chat. Louise, Pavani, anyone? And guys, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have got any doubts, any questions, I'm here for everything, guys. Tell me, Louise, Pavani, which table should I select for finding out the further data? Is it products? Is it artists? Is it cards? Is it users? Is it featured? Which one should I choose? Okay, here we got all these table names from the specific data. Users. Why? Because it will provide us with some login information as well, right? Some username, some password. That's all we need for further things. Yes, yes, Louise and Pavani are correct. So that's what we are going to use. Now, for providing the table name, what we can do, we'll simply have to put hyphen T. Okay, hyphen capital T. Let's leave the database here only because from the database only, it's gonna find the table name and everything. Now, and we want it from users table. And what do we want? We want the data. For getting the data, we'll simply have to put hyphen hyphen dump command. It will dump all the data of the specific table, or let's just first of all find the columns. Okay, columns. From user table, let's see what columns do we have. Here you can see these are the columns that are present. So first column is your name, address, card, email. This is all the data. Okay, so I'm going to put it here in the user table columns. This is what we got. Okay, in most of the sites, it's better to use the manual method rather than your this one, because in some sites it might not dig deeper onto the parameter, but manual method works the best. And again, I'm telling you guys, do not perform this on your country's website. Okay, do not do it on Indian website or on your country website. Either perform it on some further website for uh, educational purpose only. Okay, do not do it for any thing harmful or anything like that. Don't do that. Okay, so we got the user table. Now let's get the uh, data. Let's dump all the table data. So I'm going to put hyphen hyphen dump. So here is the command. Here you can see it. I'm going to full screen it. Hyphen u. This is your already I've given it the database table name, because that's the specific table I want the data from, and columns. Sorry, not columns. Here I'm going to put dump for dumping all the data. Okay, dump. Now it's asking, do you want to store the hashes for the temporarily? Yes. Okay, again, I forgot to put the batch command. That's why it's asking me so many things. Okay, it's better to put batch, hyphen, hyphen, batch. Okay, it's also cracking the password. Oh my God, I forgot. I don't want to crack the password. Hyphen, hyphen, dump. And here, further processing, no. Do you want dictionary based attack? No. Okay, I'm gonna just skip no. And here you can see we got the table, but I'm gonna reduce the font size and then run it again so that you can see it better. I'm not able to decrease the font size. Yeah, now it's good. It's already saved in a file, by the way. You can also do that, but I ran it accidentally again here. Okay, it's still not okay, but we can still see that first is your, here you can see something like credit card, name, card, address. Here is your password. Email is somewhat, it's really very messy in here. Table is users, one entry only. Okay, it's saved in here. So let's go to here. Fetch data log to file under here. So I'm gonna just copy it and let's see what is exactly the result stored in here. Cat. What? It's a website. Okay, okay. Okay, here dump log session target.txt cd dump. Oh, cd dump, or is it a what? Acquired cd acquired ls cat users csv. First is cc, then is your this start javascript. Okay, test is your username and test is your password. You can make a new account, okay, create a new account on the site, and it will also show the data of it. Okay, on the real websites, we got like a lot of password, email, phone number, usernames, and everything using this tool or manual method. I hope this is clear to you. Now, let's move on to the another command. Here, this was it. Now we can also use the command dump all to dump all the values. Hyphen hyphen dump hyphen all. I'm going to hit enter. Okay, don't forget to put the hyphen hyphen batch just in case it asks for anything. It's processing the common password suffix or whatsoever. It's using some tools for breaking the password or something like that. Okay, I don't want the dictionary tag. Here you can see it got the data from other tables as well. Okay, that was your information schema thing, and the other tables had this is the guest book, I think. Yeah, art table name artist. This is the data from the artist table name. Then this is the data from your featured table. There is nothing. Pick ID and feature text is the content of it. Then you have the table from cards table, from your category table, from your all the tables, all the data is dumped here. Okay, so that's what your hyphen hyphen dump all do. It will dump the data from all the tables and everything. Okay, if you have any doubts, any question, let me know, guys. Now we know how we can use our this thing for finding out the database. Now moving to the next flag, we can also save the output of whatsoever this is coming. Now we can also save the output in a desired directory. Like I want to save the output, so I'm going to put hyphen hyphen output and save the data in your uh, hyphen hyphen output directory, and then I can give the file path. So for example, it's like root or slash root slash or just this much only. Okay, so you can give the path like this hyphen hyphen output directory, and you can also change the header. You can also make the custom headers. Like for example, I want to put hyphen hyphen headers, and I want to change the referer or make a refer header to something like abc.com. Like it will be showing that I am getting redirected from this abc.com to that specific website. The requests are coming from here, abc.com. It will show something like that. Okay, here I'm going to put hyphen v4 for showing you the requests that are going from my system. Now again, hyphen hyphen batch, hit enter, and here you can see I have scrolled a little bit up. What happened? Wait a minute. Okay, let me remove this dump all thing. I'm gonna just put hyphen hyphen crawl instead. Crawl to show it to you. Okay, here you can see refer. it here this is going like this. Refer is your abc.com. We can also change the user agent. User agent is going like SQL map, and this is the version of the SQL map. So we can also change this to something like iPhone or something, anything like that, that all the requests are coming from the Chrome browser or from the iPhone, so that it do not get detected by the firewall if there is any. Okay, also I can put uh, like change the user agent also. Let me show it to you how. Hyphen hyphen user hyphen agent equal to gecko chrome and hyphen v4 hyphen hyphen batch. I forgot something maybe here. Hyphen v4. There should be a space in here. Anything else left? Hyphen hyphen user agent hyphen hyphen crawl. Uh, gecko crawl hyphen v4. Yeah, there was not space between them. Okay, here you can see the user agent is also changed now. To all data, there is a data like tampering method or something. Uh, like I can, whatsoever data I am actually sending, I can encode it into base 64. Okay, how I can do that? Let's see. This is the last command for today. So this is your again target website, and I'm again crawling or doing something like that. And then I can put this hyphen tamper equal to base 64 encode hyphen v3 and hyphen hyphen batch again. So it will be going in your like encoded format. The request will be going in the base 64 format or something. Let me try it. Okay, all the like all the data from my system will be going encoded. So there are many more things you can do with it. You can also find like blind SQL using it. It also brings out all the data, like all the database data. In some websites there might not be union based but blind SQL injection. So that all that we teach in web application pen testing part. Okay, so guys, if you're interested, you can let us know. You can contact us on the number given in the description. Manual method is more easy as a NoSQL. Yes, definitely, Louise. I will also suggest using the manual methods more, but automated tools really make it better. I know nothing, but I want to learn. Where can I start from? Hey, you can, if you want to learn for free, save animals, you can definitely go with our courses that are already like live on the channel. We are uh, Monday to Friday, we are live. So you can start with the first lecture. And if you have any questions, any doubts or anything, you can contact us on the number given in the description below. Okay, also, if you are interested in mentorship, any of you is interested in mentorship, you can definitely go for the link and enroll in our courses. Okay, many students have enrolled in our courses already from various countries. So if you guys are interested, you can definitely go for it. It's a very good course. We have got a lot of content. Okay, let me show it to you. So here we have this is a brochure. We have got in 1 year courses, we have got CH, Linux, web application pen testing, mobile application pen testing, bug bounty hunting, and your CCNA, CHFI, CCNA is for your networking part, CHFI is for your forensics investigation part, and Python is free of cost in the 1 year one course. And in 6 months, you get CH plus Linux, web application pen testing, CCNA. And for the 2 month course, you get any one of these. You can do for CH, Linux, CCNA, WAPT, or Python, any of these. Okay, so these are the courses, and we have got a lot of content in there. So, and it's really very good, and the practical stuff that you will really need, the skills you will really need for your job and stuff. So, you can go for it. Guys, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and comment how you actually like, if you really like our videos, what topics you need, what more topics do you need, and are you interested in enrolling in our courses. Okay, so see you guys on Monday. Okay, I'm not able to take Friday class Friday from a few days, so from a few weeks, because I'm really busy on my off day. But I will definitely on a Monday we will continue with a very exciting topic, and that is your, let me check what we have next. C drive, D drive, where is it? CEH. Okay, we will do password cracking is done, virus form, Trojan, ransomware, cloud computing. Uh, Yeah, this is all done. We will go with the XSS or web server hacking. Okay, we are gonna do web server hacking or new vulnerability, web application vulnerability XSS in the next class. See you till then. Bye bye. Thank you so much, guys. Do not forget to like. Bye bye.